Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach, and today I'm talking about she will miss you when. So, she will miss you. She will miss you when you are gone. Okay? When you have fully moved on and you're no longer talking to her. That's the only time she can miss you. She can't miss you if you're in her DMs. She can't miss you if you're still calling her up. She can't miss you if whenever she opens her phone, she sees that she's got some kind of notification from you in some shape or form. The only way to make a woman miss you is to just disappear. Okay? So you're not looking at her stories, you're not messaging her, you're not doing anything. And if a woman likes you and she still has feelings for you, at some point, whether it's today, tomorrow, in a few weeks, she's going to be like, where did he go? Because you're gone, right? So if she has feelings for you, it's going to pull her back to you. She's going to sense that strength, okay? So if she has pulled away from you, if it seems like she's lost interest, if she's friend-zoned you, if she has some feelings for you, she will return if you do no contact and you just disappear. Okay. Now, of course, this is easier said than done for people that maybe still work with the woman in question, or they've got some entanglements with her in some shape or form. So the way that I would suggest that you deal with a woman who you can't do complete no contact with and you can't disappear from is this. Okay. If you go to school, work with her, then what you need to do is this is how I've always described it, and that is you have to think about the most neutral person that you work with or go to school with, who you kind of, so kind of a little bit, but you're not really friends, you don't really hate them, you don't really like them, they're just someone that you just like say hello to, right? Just say, hey, good morning to, okay? So it's not like you're avoiding them, it's not like you're overly enthusiastic to go up and talk to them, you're just like, hey, how are you, what's up? That's it, okay? And maybe you have a tiny conversation and then you're sort of like, okay, I want to get on with my work, or I want to get on with seeing my friends, whatever it may be. So you got to treat this woman now like that neutral person. Because if you're ignoring her and you're being really cold and kind of moody, okay, then that's going to show her that you're affected by her, okay? And if you're overly enthusiastic and you're showing off in front of her, or you're coming up to her like a puppy, like, hey, what's up? You're trying to keep the conversation going, like really trying to like get stuff out of her, then it shows that you're affected by her. So the best way to do no contact with a woman who you still have to see is to just treat her very neutrally, or even treat it like a business interaction. Okay, so let's say you got kids, okay? Then if you got kids, or you've got things that you need sorting out like divorce papers or whatever, you got to speak to it very business-like. So whenever you message her or you need to talk to her, it's very much down to business. None of this like, trying to prolong the conversation, trying to get some emotion out of her, trying to get some, have a like deep, long conversation about your romantic life together that you had. You don't want to do that. You want to treat it like, okay, so who's picking up Timmy from football practice today? Am I doing it or are you doing it? It's very down to the business. Or if you're having to speak to her at work or at school, it's like, okay, who did you take the notes? Can I have the notes? Stuff like that. If you had like a meeting together or something, it has to be very business-like, okay? Now, that doesn't mean that you're cold to her. It just means that, because you can still say, hey, how are you? What's it, stuff like that. Just be kind of like very gently friendly, but you've got to be thinking in the terms of, I got to treat her like that neutral acquaintance who I don't really care about that much. When I say, how are you? I kind of don't really care how you're doing. It's sort of just a polite thing to say. Okay, so that's the way that you got to treat a woman who you can't do no contact with completely. Okay, and you'll know if it's sort of working because she will start to want to have more emotional conversations with you. Like she'll try and prolong the conversation. Okay, so that's how you'll know if it's working. So if you work together and let's say you're going one way and she's going the other, and you have like a hey, how are you sort of conversation, if she stops you and she wants to keep on talking to you, okay, and you can tell that she's trying to prolong the conversations by asking you more stuff, then that's likely that she's starting to get more attraction for you again, okay, she's starting to be reattracted to you. But one of the ways that the best way that you can sort of deal with that then, if you want her back, is if she does start behaving like that and she's really wanting to know and she's digging, you can tell that she's digging for information from you and she wants to keep on talking to you. The best thing to say if you go to work or school together is, okay, I gotta run, but you know, feel free to text me later because you can ask me these things then. You know, just say something like that, okay? Or let's chat about it over coffee when you're free. You know, do that, okay? And if she says, okay, yeah, sure, that sounds good, then you'll know that she's starting to gain feelings for you, okay? If she starts to become awkward about that, then maybe you read into things too much, okay? But it's worth a shot, and then if that goes successfully, then great. And if not, and she does seem like, oh, yeah, that she started behaving, you know, awkwardly after that, then never do that again. Just never ask her again, ever. Even if it seems like she's digging for information for you, just say, hey, you know, I gotta go, I gotta get to work, I gotta, you know, go and see my friends, whatever it may be, and just go. Just cut the conversation short, okay? That's the best thing for you to do. It's always a good idea as well to do that anyway. Like if you can tell like a woman really wants to keep on talking to you, it's always best for you to be the one that cuts the conversation short and ends the conversation, because then it leads her wanting more, okay? It's just a cool little trick that you can sort of do. So it makes the woman chase you even more. But essentially, yeah, if you don't see her, you don't have to see her again. Like you don't go to school together, you don't go to work together, you don't have any entanglements like kids and things. And you can just fully not ignore her, but like not message her again and not have to see her, then the best thing for you to do is completely to do no contact. So don't message her, don't call her, don't do anything, okay? And just wait and see if she reaches out to you. And if she does, great. If she doesn't, well, then you'll know she wasn't for you. But don't wait around the phone, okay? Don't wait around to think, okay, so how long should I wait, okay, until she comes back? Well, we don't know, do we? We don't know if she's going to come back. So the best thing for you to do is to do no contact completely with the assumption that she's not coming back. Just always assume that she's not coming back. And then that will give you the freedom then to move on and focus on other things. And if she comes back, great, you know, but it's something that's going on in the background. It's not like your main focus, like, you know, every day you open up your phone to see if she's messaged you. You don't want to be living like that, okay? Because there's no guarantee that she'll come back. You don't know that. We're not crystal ball mind readers here, okay? And you can't predict that. So it's best to just assume she's not coming back and to move on with your life, to do no contact completely. And if she comes back, great. If she doesn't, that's also great, because you can just find someone better. You can just find a better woman, okay? So if you like coaching with me, then you can go to www.christineloveridge.com. The link for it will be down in the description of this video to the website. But if you'd like to coach yourself, you can easily do so by going and reading my book for free on the website, completely for free. So just go to the menu on the website and then click on the book, and it'll take you straight to the PDF reader. You don't have to log in, you don't have to sign up for anything. It's just there completely for you to read for free on the website. Okay, the only thing else that's on that page is a link to Amazon where you can get the physical copy or the Kindle version, but it's not necessary because everything that's in this is on the website. Okay, it's just another way to support me if you would like to. And if you do purchase the book, it'd be really good if once you've read it, if you leave a really nice review for me. That will really help. Another way that you can support me if you would like to. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.